Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. So today's recipe we are going to be making ogbono and okra soup with a twist. So these are my ingredients: my salt, my blended crayfish and ogbono, my seasonings, my okra blended today, my blended peppers, habanero peppers, fresh peppers, my dried fish, my stockfish and catfish, my red oils. So here are my meat, all my proteins. These are my proteins. In there I have some cow skin, some beef, some little turkeys, some cow tails, and what have you. All of them mixed together. So I've already parboiled them and we are good to go. So first of all, I just added my pan on the fire and I added some red palm oils inside it. Just trying to dissolve it and before I start adding my other things. So I'm not trying to bleach it. I'm not bleaching my oil. I just keep on adding things right away. And I just added in my blended peppers. In there I have blended ginger, peppers, fresh peppers, habanero peppers, my onions. I just blended all of them together. And I'm just going to allow these to fry on a little lower heat or a medium heat for a while till it is well fried. And while in this pot, I'm just going to be adding in some of my meat stock and I'll be adding my ogbono while I'm trying to cook it separately so it doesn't take me time, so that once I add everything, it's just for it to just simmer together for a while and then it is ready. And again, personally I believe that cooking it separately like this helps it with the drawness also. Easier cooking and all of that. So that is my twist. And I'm also going to be doing the same thing with my okra soup, just to cook them separate for a little while so that they cook well. Once I add them into the main pot, it's just a little while and the soup is ready. So here it is after some minutes, like about 5 minutes I gave it, and you can see I got a very good ogbono today. Just look at that, so drawing. That is what we are talking about. If it is not drawing, it is not ogbono soup. So I'm going to add a little more water into this because I can see that it's beginning to thicken and I really don't want it thicken so much. So I'm going to add a little water into it and still allow it there for a minute before I put off the heat. So in here, I'm going to be adding my okra, my blended okra. Guys, today is really my first time using the blending method in my okra soup. Seriously, and it wasn't bad at all, you know. I really never thought it was going to be like this, but you know, it's always good to give things a first try. You never can tell. I will always chop mine, you know, I will always style it, chop it with my knife and all of that. I never really did the blended method. So there is my okra soup, and I just added in a little bit of salt. You know, we have to be very wise while using salt. So I'm going to allow this to, will I say, simmer or cook a little on its own for just about a minute or two, and I'll put it off. So in here is our blended peppers. You can see it is well fried now. So first of all, I'm going to add in my fish. This is part of my dried fish, and I'm going to add in my stockfish and my cat dried fish. Just everything has been well cooked before. My stockfish was very well cooked with my meat and all of that. So I added in a little bit of my crayfish and I left some other parts for the last part. So I'm just giving this a stir so they all mix together, and I'm going to just allow it to cook a little, then we'll go on from there. So after allowing it to cook for a little while, it's time to add in my proteins, the rest of my proteins, my meat and everything. So I've just added it in. I'm just going to turn this around, and I'm going to be topping in with a little bit of water because I wouldn't want this to come out thick. So now, because everything has been prepped and fully ready, it's just to add as you go. You add in your things. So right now, I'm going to add in my ogbono, and you can see I'm pouring it in there. I'm just going to give this a good mix. So I'm just going to keep turning this around so that everything properly mixes together. Everything in the ogbono goes round and it touches all parts and it all comes together very, very well. So after tasting for salt, I found out that I needed to add in a little bit of more salt, just a little, and then my topping it up with my seasoning cube. And so I just sprinkled a little bit of salt there, and I'm going to throw in my seasoning cube. But don't worry, this seasoning cube is going to dissolve into that pot. So don't worry about that. It dissolves properly very, very well. So I'm just going to cover this up after turning it and allow it to cook there for just about 2 to 3 minutes. And after 3 minutes, here is what we've got. So you can see the soup is still on the process. We are almost there. I'm just giving it a stir, and it is time to now for us to add our okra. So this is why I also did the separate method. Once I add it in there, I won't give it any much time and it will be ready. Just look at that. My first time doing the blended method, and it really came out so well. So here it is. I'm just going to try to incorporate this into it and allow everything mix properly well, go round, and we keep on. So guys, as you can tell, that in this soup, I'm not going to be using anything vegetable. What do I mean? Like spinach, like bitter leaf, and what have you. So this is just a plain ogbono soup without veggies. So please tell me in the comment section, how do you like your ogbono soup? What is your preference? Do you like it with vegetables or without vegetables? As for me, I must say this is my first time making ogbono soup in my house without vegetables, and I must really say that I love it. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be making with vegetables. So after allowing it to mix properly and cook for a while, the last thing I'm going to be topping it is with some crayfish. So that is it. I'm just going to turn it around, allow it to go around, and voila! Our okra and ogbono soup is fully ready. So guys, what have you? What are you going to use to devour this soup? What do you have there? Do you have some pounded yam, plantain fufu, plantain swallow, wheat? What have you? Come on guys, let's devour this soup. So here it is, fully cooked, deliciously made with love from my heart to you guys. This was so yummy. Just look at that, so drawing. If it's not drawing, it is not Ogbono soup. Thank you so much for watching my video. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my video. All my subscribers, those that are subscribing new, thank you. Bye.